thing that made me laugh most was last Friday night I saw Harry and Paul, and I watched the first series and I wasn't particularly impressed. The second series, they don't do it in front of a studio audience. To me it was Harry Enfield back on top form again. He was like at his peak.
I love Massive. I think it's a really well written show with bags and bags of heart. Damien Elliott, just really well written. I'm very passionate about The Wrong Door, which I think is, it's technically brilliant, it's beautifully acted, but one thing I think is fantastic for a new sketch show, it's been very brave and stayed true to itself.
I love Benidorm. That's going to a third series for next year, and we're going to have a special in the spring. I love Harry Hill. He's a genius. Starting round about now, we've got No Heroics on ITV2, which is great fun. It's all about a bunch of 20-somethings who hang out at the bar, have disastrous relationships, but just happen to be superheroes.
Do you know what I am enjoying is Harry and Paul's current series. And I think they're kind of slightly undervalued these days, because I think that they're still brilliant performers. I think Paul Whitehouse is probably the most underappreciated kind of impressionist and comedy writer and actor around. Like, it's just kind of become part of the furniture, and I think his stuff on that show is amazing.
Family Guy for me. I really enjoyed Pulling. I thought that was very funny. And Gavin and Stacey I enjoyed as well. So yeah, those two are the recent crop of British things. Yeah.
I like the American version of The Office. So I've got all that stacked up somewhere, and I'm slowly watching that.
12:55 the other Saturday morning, I caught Katie Brand on ITV2. Otherwise, not entirely unknown to me because I've auditioned her for things, but the show, hadn't seen the show before, and she did this wonderful thing of a drunken woman in a beauty parlour, which was just fabulous and made me laugh more than life itself.
I think In Between is very funny, that's making me laugh, and Phone Jacker, which just started into the games.
My all-time favourite is Everybody's. It's Gavin and Stacey. I absolutely love Gavin and Stacey. But I spotted it a year and a half ago and said to him, it's going to be great.
I was a big fan of 30 Rock when that was on.
Yeah, I suppose with my kind of work hat on, I spend most of my daily life in front of a computer screen, and that's where I'm seeing most of the comedy content. Beyond that, you know, I've always been a big fan of stuff that's on TV as well. Mighty Boosh, Gavin and Stacey, a lot of the Baby Cow shows have been really enjoyable this last year. It's quite funny to see Paul Whitehouse and Harry Enfield back on our BBC screens as well recently, so that's been quite fun too.
Historically, I'm still a big Seinfeld fan, big Simpsons fan. If I'm lucky enough to run into a Taxi or Cheers rerun, I'll sit and watch that if I can. What else is currently on television? David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, Family Guy, Extras, Curb, both Offices, yours and ours.
I am enjoying things like the Mighty Boosh, and I am enjoying the kind of new stuff that's coming out on BBC Three. Things like The Wrong Door. There are some gems in that. There's a lot of things that don't work, but I think there was one sketch on The Wrong Door where some fairies made this fella in a hotel room look as though he'd been watching porn. I thought that was genius.